Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, Dave Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Lopez to pass. Extending the play. He's going to run it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So SMU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Runs through a tackle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lopez. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. They can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He'll pull it down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Lopez from the gun on third down. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. And the Mustangs are flying down the field. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Mustangs line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Lopez. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
Gives it on the option. At the 20, he's got space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly. Turns it on at midfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these 2 guys so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Tight end now in motion. They go play action with Lopez. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This is a design run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 30. Maybe a crease. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jennings. It's complete to the right. There he goes. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The run inside. It's Wiggins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Toss sweep to the right. Across the 45. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Lopez to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
He's got it inside the 15. All the way. Touchdown, Wake. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Easy.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were.
Snags it and he's open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Gonna look downfield again. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. Inside the pick 6. He takes it in. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, down on the home team sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is back.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Escapes the pressure going right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving.
A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, SMU.
That's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Still on his feet at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The holder will put it down at midfield. A 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Holly's always working the injuries on the sidelines. Holly, what have you got?
Guys, I talked to the SMU head coach coming out of the locker room. Big news to report here in the second half. Their star wide receiver is out for the rest of the game. They are still evaluating exactly what's wrong and just how serious it is, but a lower body injury, he will not return. That is big news for this team today. Guys, back to you.
All right, Holly. So much for the tough field position. 1 play, and you're already to the 35. Caught behind the line. It's Cooper. At midfield, he's got room. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
He's got 99 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Quick completion on the out route. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Hale. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being...
Touchdown, Mustangs! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage, having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
The play fake, Lopez. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Lopez. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Made the grab in the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Tight end finds a soft spot. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Could be an alley. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
And the Mustangs are marching down the field. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
He'll take it himself. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Makes the grab. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25 late in the season. Time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Using his feet. Touchdown Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the fourth. And the Mustangs respond.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters. Blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Coming out with it, it's Daniels. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Throwing, Lopez. Fires quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the home team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got a man. It's Cooper. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. On the move. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him, in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. The Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, SMU! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's Lopez to throw. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't...
He's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Running inside. It's Green. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So just 1 second before the clock would have stopped anyway, the defense uses a timeout here, and of course it'll stop again on the next play for the 2-minute timeout. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They go right back to him. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. They're working that left side. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Demon Deacons can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked?